Welcome to episode 7 of the Quality Under Pressure podcast. We've got Min and Dean here today, and we just got done talking to Steve, one of my good friends. What'd you guys take away? What'd you think? What'd you like?
I loved how funny it is. I've also been waiting for like a guest to come in and just sort of like take over the show. And so, because I just wanted to talk less, I like listening back, I'm like, I am talking way too much. That was great that Steve was able to do that. Dude's hilarious.
I love a good poop story. And that's what we got this time with Steve.
It's kind of the theme of our story. We should be like the Quality Under Poop podcast.
Yeah.
Steve's great. Good stories. Again, each one of our shows seems like they're getting longer and longer, and it's they're fun. So check it out.
Min, do you know your grandparents' names?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither.
You don't?
No, because it's so Asian. So
Yeah.
like, it's not like Brad and Nancy.
Hey, those are my parents'
You
names.
don't say like, this is my grandpa Jason or something. You just call them grandpa
Grandpa.
and grandma in Chinese or Korean.
Yeah, I would never call my grandpa Mel.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
But I
Right.
still.
But
Yeah,
I know
but
it.
even like introducing them to people, like,
This
this is my grandpa. That's all you would say.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Not
Mhm.
like my grandpa Bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like I've never like really heard their names.
Yeah.
And one, they live on the other side of the world.
Yeah. That too. But yeah, I wouldn't know.
That's so true. Yeah. I don't know. I only have a grandma. Everyone else dies super early, but
Yeah.
that's so true. Yeah. I don't know their names. Even their, I was going to say their English names. They never had an English They never had an English name. You guys need to talk about anything before
Yeah, I gotta talk about when the fuck did you get an Apple Watch?
we can talk about that.
Okay.
Welcome to the Quality Under Pressure podcast. My name is Min. What's up, Dawson?
Hi.
And Dean is finally back.
I'm back.
Finally.
Guess who's back? Back again. Dean is back.
Tell Min.
Yeah.
How was the famo, Dean?
It's good. It's good. It was last weekend was Haley's mom's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Haley's my girlfriend, so yeah, she had a big party out there, so that's why we.
Get wasted.
Of course, yeah.
Hammered.
Cool, because usually it's all been my friends, but this is like, well, you're my friend too. I'm
We're
not
all
gonna
friends
say
here.
I'm not gonna say you're not my friend. Welcome to the studio, Steve.
And this also proves Dawson does have friends outside of Min.
Do you
So
play video games
we
with Dawson?
exist. I have at his house,
Yes, at my
but
house.
I don't play Xbox
Oh,
with him. And
He's a
some of our
PlayStation.
different-
He's a PlayStation guy.
Yeah.
Always? You've always been a PlayStation guy?
no, I had a Xbox 360, but I want to play Street Fighter, and they don't have an Xbox. Street Fighter's my jam. That's my game.
So you play fighting games.
Fighting games.
What other games have you played?
So I mean, like when I was growing up, I played Tekken, but I never took anything serious until Street
yeah,
Fighter.
Yeah.
And so about a month or 2 months ago, I did security at the Red Bull tournament here in town, Red Bull Conquest Series in St. Paul.
No way.
Yeah, so I'm on this like Red Bull video, just barking at nerds, like take a shower or whatever you gotta tell them to do, because when nerds show up in mass, it smells bad.
Yep.
So I got really into that for a while. Yeah, no, I love it. I love Street
But you
Fighter.
played Tekken? Oh, go ahead.
But Steve, you also play competitively?
I don't have enough time to do that. Those dudes are playing like 8 hours a day. So, but
Yeah.
I know some of the guys in town who are very good competitively, who travel the world playing.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
the fight pad and everything?
Oh yeah, I got a big stick.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Very impressive.
All that. Sound effects. Yeah, he's got a big stick. But you're damn good, though. Like, if people that play, like, Street Fighter casually, like, they go home and play every night, you would still kick their ass.
Potentially,
Yeah.
maybe at this point not, because I haven't played in a grip. But yeah, any layman I would probably
But, yeah.
push their shit in.
That's I almost feel like, yeah, like, even though you haven't played for a long time, if you, like, played, like, my brother, he likes Street Fighter. He doesn't go to, like, competitions or anything.
Okay, yeah.
But if you still played my brother, you would kick his ass.
One way or another, I would beat him up.
Well, who's your character?
So I play a few, but my favorite character in the series is Sagat,
Nice.
who's basically a big, bald, pirate-looking dude who does Muay Thai and
Nice.
throws fireballs. So that's my dude.
That's awesome.
But my grandmother's Pakistani, and there's like the first Middle Eastern character ever that it was in a Street Fighter game came out. So I had to pick that guy.
Dude, That's so dope. You said you played Tekken. Did you ever do like Mortal Kombat?
Did a little bit, but very casually. Probably like you said, your brother likes Street Fighter. That's how I viewed other fighting games when I was growing up.
Yeah.
You know, so I was just mashing buttons.
Do you do Super Smash Brothers? Because that's different.
So here's the thing about the fighting game community. Smash Brothers, they're like the stepchildren.
Yeah.
They're the autists in the room. And so we try to stay away because we'll fight them.
Yeah.
And except for their moms. Their moms are always hot because they're all 13 years old and they got hot moms.
Wow.
We take them to tournaments. So we talk about Smash moms a lot.
Nice.
But no, the Smash Brothers tournament room always smells the worst.
It does?
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Oh, I thought it would be a little bit cleaner.
Oh, no.
So like Street Fighter, it's like more like...
Street Fighter is a bunch of... So it's a weird mix. It's white dudes, right? Because we're everywhere. You can't get rid of them. Then huge black dudes covered in tattoos.
Oh, wow.
And then you have Asians also covered in tattoos.
Oh.
So it's more of people with chips on their shoulders, I would say. And
they didn't make it in the Smash world.
They didn't. They don't want to play Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
They want to fuck somebody up and then they do shots.
Yep.
So it's a weird group. It's not what you would think of your typical nerdy video game League of Legends community.
Yeah. Out of those 3 demos that you named, who usually comes out on top?
It's usually in our community. There's a dude named Mojo, and he's a black dude with an afro, but he's a music major. So he's very good on piano, and that helps a lot.
Sure.
Because you have to be very precise. So he is the best. Then other than him, huge stoner Asian kid named Kangaroo.
Wow, stoner Asian kid?
Yeah.
Wow, his parents are disappointed.
There's a lot of stoner Asian kids. That's kind of the runoff basin. It's, you're a math major or you like weed too much and you end up playing Street Fighter.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
What are the prize pools like at Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It depends on where you go.
Yep.
But there'll be a tournament here in a month. It's going to be around $250K.
Wow. For grand prize?
Yeah. It'll be the grand prize. No one from our community is going. Mojo got pretty close. But usually a typical tournament maybe has $100K. Prize pool total,
yeah,
but there's dudes getting rich, and then there's the sponsorships and the advertisements. Red Bull is a big player in that scene, so yeah.
So no one from Minnesota is repping that tournament though.
No, that's the best in the world. Mojo is up there, but he's not quite at the best in the world tier. It's usually dudes from Korea, a couple Europeans, and then there's like a few from America, but most are like Japan still.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome that you know so much about that. So then you said like a lot of people from Korea. So even in the fighting world, there's a lot of Korean players that are at the top.
Yeah, I think that gaming community, if you don't want to be on a team for Star, whatever the fuck they're doing, you can always fall back on that fighting game community. It's definitely a smaller community, but it's not like League of Legends or Dota, but it exists.
Yeah. Because my brother watches League of Legends, and he's always telling me, like, Korea is probably going to win it again this year. And then, like, that's my background. So, like, we go there, and then, like, when you go there, it's big. And then I'm an Overwatch player, and, like, that's a big thing, too.
Yeah, that's huge.
And they just had the 3rd World Cup for Overwatch, and people thought this is the year that Korea is going to lose. They smashed.
Really?
They kicked ass, dude.
Yeah.
Why do you think, like, what is it over there, at least in the fighting scene, that why do they produce so many great players?
Oh, well, I mean, look at where you're funneling your athletes. Like, why do we lose in soccer every year? Because our best athletes play basketball, football, right? In Korea, they get their best athletes. They want to go play video games,
Yeah.
They still have that soccer for jocks or whatever, but in Korea, like, it's a legitimate pathway to success. And I don't think it's presented that way here. It's geeks, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the culture.
Do you see the? Oh, go ahead, Dom.
I was gonna say, I feel like the culture has changed so much now, just with Twitch.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could be a video game streamer for 8 hours a day and rolling the cash.
Do you meet the checklist though? Do you have boobies?
Yes.
Yeah, boobies people want to see.
They're boobs. No one wants to see these boobs.
I want to see them.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. So I was gonna, now for our guests, instead of asking their background, I was gonna do a speed round with them. You guys down with that?
Yes. Lightning round.
Oh shit.
So don't think too much about it. whatever comes to your head. But I think I have 10 questions here.
I never think that's my secret.
And that'll get things rolling. All right?
Okay.
1, what's your favorite food?
Pho.
Really?
Yeah, I love pho.
For real?
That was the first one that popped in my head.
Dude, let's come back to that.
Okay.
Let's come back to
Lightning
that.
round.
Please. Shit.
Yeah,
Please
lightning
not.
Lightning round. Go.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Good choice. That's the right choice. What is your favorite movie?
Can I go back to that?
Cats or dogs?
Later on, I'm going to talk about this, but one of my pet peeves in dating is when people are super militant about liking dogs more than cats.
Yeah.
If you like cats, don't fucking talk to me.
Swipe left.
Well, swipe left. You're not a dog. I like dogs and cats. Is there room for both? Okay, anyway, go on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you have both?
Yeah, I love both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Mhm.
Favorite movie?
The Big Lebowski.
Nice.
Yeah.
One person you would love to meet, dead or alive?
Oh man.
Mhm.
Abraham Lincoln?
Nice. I feel like a lot of people would say that.
I'd just beat his ass in Street Fighter. Just fucking torch him. Just light his ass up.
Oh man.
Not if you were a vampire.
That's awesome. Yeah. Who is your favorite band or musician?
MGMT.
Nice. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Shit, all of them. No, I would indestructibility.
Nice. What is one place in the world you would love to visit?
Denmark.
Oh, dope. Are you afraid of public restrooms?
So I have a story.
Yes.
So when I used to be a teacher, and I taught in New York, and with Teach for America. And so Teach for America is a very eclectic group of people, lots of walks of life and backgrounds. And one of my better friends, Allie, she was a lesbian. So we went to Buffalo, New York, after we taught in Harlem together. We went to Buffalo, New York, we're teaching there, and there's not as much of a scene, an LGBT scene over there. And so she wanted us to come out to like a gay bar with her just so she could try to meet some folks in that scene. So
Buffalo?
In Buffalo, New York.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's, November, snow on the ground.
Yeah.
We're at this divey gay bar, but it's like the only one in Buffalo. So it's just throbbing with people.
Also, can I ask, what kind of lesbian is she? I'm just trying to picture this a little bit better.
Femme, but she's got like the little half head shaved thing. Very cute.
Pixie
girl.
haircut? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Pixie. I don't know. So we go into this gay bar, and I have to piss so bad, and there's a huge line. And ahead of me is what looks like, you've seen Office Space, right? The stapler guy.
Yep.
Yep.
He's like basically ahead of me in line, and he opens the door. It's like a one-person men's bathroom, and he leaves it open, and he looks back at me. He's like, "You coming in?" Oh! And I'm like, "What am I gonna? I gotta pee in the sink?" I mean, I'm not above peeing in the sink, saving water, but I don't think that's what he was after. So, normally not afraid of public bathrooms. That experience, a little bit cautious.
How many years ago was this?
This was, Dawson. How long have I been back? 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Okay. So, up to that point, public bathrooms, no issue.
No issue.
But since 5 years ago, you have a little hesitancy
Just
now?
looking over my shoulder. A little bit.
Yeah.
Looking for the stapler guy.
Do you do toilet paper on the seat when you poop?
Oh no, I don't.
Doo-doo?
Nope.
When you do?
You said doo-doo.
No, I'm
Sorry. It's funny. Bathroom.
very aggressive when it comes to taking a shit.
Nice.
I'm in there.
In and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got no concerns. In fact, I like it. Coming right after someone, they already warmed up the seat for you.
Yeah.
Just enjoy that warmth.
But I can't take it if it's too warm. That's so gross.
It's like
if it's over hot, it's like, damn, this guy was here for a while.
Well, if it's damp a little bit, like he's sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross. How do you know it's wet?
It just always tastes so funny.
Tastes so funny?
What?
You're crazy. That's gross. That's over the top. 2 questions left. Did you have breakfast today? Oh,
No.
what did you have breakfast? Oh,
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Nope. I need to grocery shop.
Fuck
Thanks
that
for
one
reminding me. Yeah.
And last one, what is your favorite sport?
Football. American.
Football. Nice.
Vikings. Die
Did you
hard.
play?
No, I was too skinny to play.
Oh, because you're a built dude.
I was 120 pounds when I graduated high school.
Wow.
Big geek, yep.
Wow.
I played a little baseball, but fucked my elbow up.
Did you go to any Buffalo Bills tailgates?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
There's a man, he's about 70 years old, who goes every time in this rusted out like Volvo, and he's called the Ketchup and Mustard Man.
Nice.
And at halftime, he has 2 huge bottles of ketchup and mustard, and he just douses himself
Gross.
with ketchup and mustard and stews in it for the whole second half.
Why?
It's so fucked up. I don't know why.
Oh.
They're weird out there, but it's great. I'm not that guy, but there's people like hugging him after. Like, I had to get my hug with the ketchup and mustard, dude. Ugh.
He probably prefers it when it freezes on those like cold ass days.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's frozen. It's not gonna get on my
Right?
seat.
Yeah, like when it heats up in the summer, that smell coming out of there.
man.
Just keep the windows open, folks.
He's dedicated.
Yeah. Well,
Imagine being an Uber driver and picking that guy up.
What if he's your Uber driver?
Oh,
He's the Uber driver.
he's the Uber driver. Yeah, it could be. Yuck.
Oh man, I'm excited for this conversation. You seem like this, like really eclectic. Like you have a lot of different experiences. So I feel like
I'm a weird dude. Yeah.
you're gonna drop some wisdom on us. Because like looking at you, I wouldn't think, oh, he plays Street Fighter and he's like deep into that world.
Yeah.
And he like knows a lot about that. And
Yeah, people think I'm an asshole. Yeah.
No, I never got that vibe. But like, like you're a bigger dude. You have some tattoos, and like this is completely stereotyping, and that's not something I like to do. But like, like I would have thought you were that football player or whatever.
Oh, okay, okay.
Which
I'm
is
happy
like,
about it.
which
Yeah.
is way different than like the geek that you were
Oh,
telling
yeah.
me about.
I'm a huge nerd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
the biggest.
I think we all are. So
Good. Yeah, we'll get along.
Dawson, do you got a question for your homeboy?
Why don't you like Rick and Morty?
Okay. So this has to do with Reddit, and neckbeards. Do you know what a neckbeard is?
I think I do. Yes.
Okay, so a neckbeard is actually a culture group, right? It is your stereotypical fat white guy in his mom's basement, never had a job, has a neckbeard, wears a fedora, loves Rick and Morty. Loves Rick and Morty, kind of a misogynist alt-right figure that is not me, and I associate liking that show being a fucking neckbeard bitching at his mom over the chicken tendies that he wants, right? And he's got his waifu body pillow or whatever that he's trying to fuck. He's got, he's got a poop sock for when he's playing World of Warcraft. That's what I associate Rick and Morty with.
Wow, that's aggressive because I think Dean and I both love Rick and Morty.
I've never seen an episode.
Oh, I love Rick and Morty.
I mean, Min loves Rick and Morty. I know 2 of the 3 of us really enjoyed it. You've never watched it either?
No.
That's amazing.
I've watched a couple episodes. It's okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think my perception of it was already tainted before I watched it, and so now it's all colored with that brush.
Yeah,
So.
it'll happen. I mean, I think it's great.
It'll happen.
I love it. Well, because you're just gonna assume.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I guess I do the same thing for other TV shows, but I don't know. I gave it a shot and I fell in love.
Yeah. Yeah, it took me a while to get into it too, because the very first thing I saw ever Rick and Morty was Pickle Rick when he was fighting the rats.
What is that?
I was just like, what is this show? And then my brother was like, watch this other episode, and the pickle never showed up. And I was like, what happened to the pickle?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what drew me in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pickle Rick is just he can. It's like more like, why wouldn't I make myself a pickle?
The show's weird.
It's all about different universes and different multiverses. So it all spreads out. And Rick decided to transport himself into a pickle one time.
Also, when I say I like Rick and Morty, I watch it kind of like Family Guy, where you just watch like 3 scenes and you're like, oh, that's hilarious. But I don't know the characters.
So that's another thing that's disturbing to me is it's Rick and Morty fans get so into this shit and construct this grand master plan around Rick and Morty like it's the greatest thing. And I'm like, it's just, it's just a bunch of stoners in a room. They're writing these jokes. And then you've all taken it. Like, remember what's the Szechuan sauce?
Yes,
thing?
I'll bring that up. Yep.
Right? Where you have 150 neckbeard Rick and Morty fans showing up at a McDonald's, and they're like harassing the staff because they want their fucking Szechuan.
I need the sauce, Morty. I need the sauce.
I need the sauce.
Give me the sauce, Morty.
Yeah, that's super weird. It's weird to me that, it's not like this huge like cultural phenomenon. It's like a cult following.
Yes.
And the fact that that could go and harass.
It's getting big.
Disturb McDonald's level, though?
So, I mean, like, just last week, getting into video game talk again, Bethesda rolled out a live stream of Fallout 76 with Ninja and somebody else.
Logic,
and Rick and Morty.
Wow.
So, I mean, they did a live stream on Twitch with Rick and Morty, Logic, and Ninja, and it was a complete flop. It was terrible.
Oh, good.
Because you have a cartoon playing with 2 humans.
Yeah.
And they're used to talking to, like, their Twitch crowd, not other people.
Yeah.
So it was really, really awkward. There was just no flow to it. but they're just trying to plug that in because it's bigger.
That's cool.
Wait, you think that means Rick and Morty have made it, that they're on a Twitch stream with Ninja? I think it's the other way around. I think that's like Ninja and Logic have made it. They're on.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you.
This is more
Yeah, but
for them.
Somebody like Ninja makes $500,000 a month playing Fortnite.
$500,000
At
a
least.
month?
At
$500,000
least.
$500,000
yeah.
a month.
At least.
Yeah,
What am I doing with my life?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how amazing would that be to be that guy? Even to make a $5,000 a month playing video games.
I thought they were making like $100K a year, and they're good.
No.
No.
What?
Well, some
$500,000.
of them are, but yeah, he is making at least.
But he's the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the pinnacle right
Sure, but that's still a ridiculous amount of money, though.
Well, and like he did a charity event over E3
Yeah.
at they have the big pro-am
Yeah.
where they 50 pros paired up with 50 celebrities, whatever.
Yep.
And he was off his Twitch stream for like 2 days, and he lost $40,000 or 40,000 subscribers because he didn't stream for 2 days, which just says basically like 20 grand a day,
Damn.
something crazy like that. Yeah. So he's like, I guess if I can't take time to go to a charity event, I don't want you on my subs anyways.
That's like the biggest problem. Those guys,
Oh yeah.
they are 7 days a week, 8 days a day.
Damn.
You better fucking be there. Or I got $5 from my mom for my Twitch subscriber thing, and that's who subscribes, these 10-year-old kids. They're not going to pay them. They're going to pay the next.
insane.
They're going to pay the next chick or whatever.
Well, and that's also too, like I had a guy I used to work with in St. Cloud, who became a pretty successful streamer, but he played like mobile games.
Was it Reynad?
No, it was from the big box store.
Oh, okay.
And he was one of the first people to get swatted,
Oh no.
which is now coming up big in the news. Swatting is when you don't respond to some of these guys in your Twitch community, or you don't, whatever, you don't respond back to their chat message, and they call the FBI and say, this guy's he's a terrorist, or he's got bombs, or he's doing a murder. So they send the FBI SWAT team to your house, and they bust through your door. Mm-hmm. So there's this guy.
And you're playing video games, and they bust through your door.
Yeah, this one made like national media because he was one of the first people. Because SWAT team rolls in, they're holding guns to his kid brother's head, and so he's like, people have like gotten shot because they roll through, and then all of a sudden here's some cops, and they got guns, and you have no idea what's going on. He was in the middle of a stream when it happened. That's usually when it happens. So there's some guy now, he's facing like 25 years in prison because he was like the most infamous, and he did like 40 calls.
Damn.
Yeah, they think it's funny. And then they can watch on the stream when the SWAT busts in the fucking door. There was a dude in Colorado who got shot and killed.
Yeah.
Because it's just a big joke. If you piss off a nerd, they can get you back. If you don't respond to them or whatever. I don't know what the trigger is. It's funny. It's just they think it's funny.
Yeah, it's sad.
That's crazy.
It's taking your troll to the next level, and that's it's not cool at all. I mean, you're wasting time and money and effort. And
Wow, I didn't know about any of that.
Yep.
This is like, this is not even the dark web.
No, it was just crazy.
there.
Yeah, it was just crazy how it happened to a guy in St. Cloud.
God.
Yeah,
And,
people work themselves up into a frenzy over all types of shit, right?
Mhm.
Like, it was the dude who drove a van through that crowd of people in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
And that's all that internet subculture. The guy who just shot up that synagogue,
Yeah.
right? He thought the Jews were bringing in a caravan to invade,
Yeah.
and his little stupid internet subculture just whipped him up into a frenzy. He's a psycho to begin with, and goes fucking carries it out. So I think that exists more and more because it's just there's just an avenue to do those things or to fuck with people on another level.
And people get really deep on that stuff too. Like the whole the flat Earth thing that started as a troll,
right?
And now there's a flat Earth con, and there's like 50,000 people going to that thing.
I think Ninja's doing a charity stream for flat earthers.
Check it out live on Sunday night.
Rick and Morty on the Flat Earth Convention.
Yeah, I think the internet, what it provides is a platform to organize. And so, you always had that, but you never had this, like, connective tissue where you could, like, talk to other flat earthers. And now it's just so much easier to organize, and it just emboldens people.
Yep.
So it just amplifies things.
Yeah.
You can just live in your own little echo chamber.
Yeah.
And just never leave it. And it's crazy. I mean, it's hilarious looking at from the outside because without the internet, we don't have furries or bronies, which are hilarious to me. But on the other hand, you get like the dark side of it where you're swatting people or shooting up a
I can't imagine my life without the internet. Like a couple weeks ago, my internet went down, and like I was like, I have to live
Like 30 hours without internet? Get out of here. I was like, should I turn the TV on? I was like, no.
Should I go outside and read a book?
Yeah. Oh, man. It was crazy. Like how like addicted you are to the internet.
Yeah. Or like, think about like the next time you get your oil changed or you get your tires changed. Like you had to read those fucking magazines in the goddamn Napa Auto Parts store. They were the worst ever. And you'd fucking do it. Oh, Better Housekeeping. I better fucking flip through this because I ain't got shit else to do. And without your phone, I'd be psycho.
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
know
it was
how
bad.
to do it. Yeah,
it was bad. Before we get to your topic of the day, I did kind of want to ask you about your opinion about those top level streamers because I don't know, man. I don't know why that bothers me. I don't like them. I don't know why.
Oh, you don't like them?
I don't like them.
I don't either.
Do you have a reason why? I don't. So I'm like, why do I not like them?
They look like they are cell-shaded humans. I don't know any other way to put it, but like if you look at a picture of Ninja, his hair is like it just looks very cell-shaded and fake and put together. You know K-pop?
Yes.
You guys know K-pop?
Oh, do I?
Those they don't look like actual human beings because they're so like made up, primped and not real. And I think with all those high-level streamers, they're very created like that, like manufactured.
Maybe that's why I don't like it because I had to watch. Fraudulent. I watched Ninja one day because I was trying to get the Call of Duty beta code, so I had to watch Ninja for an hour to get it. And because my brother was like, yeah, let's play the Battle Royale mode for the new Call of Duty. And he's like, you got to do this before. So I watched Ninja, and it's just him. It's just this brosif, like, yelling with his other brosifs. He's like, oh, headshot. Oh. I was like, I want to watch this for an hour.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And kids, they love it. They watch it for 8 hours. They don't even play the game because they'd rather watch Ninja.
Oh,
but
man.
I think you kind of have to jump off a page and do something like that. Otherwise, if you're just me sitting there playing video games, making mistakes and getting pissed, no one's going to watch me.
Right.
Yeah.
I think getting pissed, there's definitely money in getting mad about video games.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I think it's just having that look where every 12-year-old boy wants to be you, which is also kind of creepy to me, is what they're cultivating, like Logan Paul or whatever, the guy who's taking pictures in front of dead bodies and shit.
Oh, weird.
That, you know what I'm talking about, right?
The Suicide Forest?
Yeah, the Suicide Forest guy, like he looks like a ridiculous cartoonish human.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't identify with it. I think if I was, before puberty, maybe I would have been into it.
Yeah, but that's what bumps me out is we already live in a world that sort of incentivizes like shittiness. Like if you step over people, that's how you're gonna like ascend to the top. And so the fact that now these Twitch streams, it's like you said, it's not like normal dudes playing games and like having reasonable conversations.
Right.
It's dudes getting pissed off, like yelling and cursing and talking all this stupid bullshit. Like they're the ones that people want to watch.
Or chicks with low-cut shirts because they could be terrible at games, but I don't blame you. Like,
I want to watch
Daddy
it.
likes.
People are gonna subscribe. They're gonna give money, and I mean, go for it. You're not naked, so who cares?
Yeah.
Let the neckbeards sit in the basement.
Oh yeah,
donate money for.
They got waifu pillows of their favorite Twitch streamers. They're fucking every night.
Yeah, that's weird. The waifu pillows.
There are some successful streamers that you could say are more quote unquote normal. Because I hop on Twitch every now and then and check it out. There's one guy called Tim, the Tat Man. He's kind of looks like a combination of Dawson and Steve, where he's tatted up, but he's just like just a normal heavier built guy. And usually when he starts to stream, he'll chat for like 30 minutes to an hour just with everyone who's kind of tuned in, and just he'll answer questions, and then he'll hop on Fortnite or whatever. And then,
that's nice.
Yeah, he's very interactive. Yeah.
I like that.
But see, there's like 1,000 Fortnite streamers.
Yeah.
And so the gameplay is always the same.
Yep.
So the only difference is it's that person,
Yeah.
that whatever image you're trying to cultivate. And so I think when people think of, why can't it be just people playing a video game? Well, the video game doesn't matter. It's just the human that's behind there and their image and their way that they manage their community. And so that when it gets too big, it just becomes fraudulent and
I guess I'm just upset at the cream that rose to the top, because when I'm kind of like Dean, where when I watch videos on demand, it's just sort of like, oh, how do you get better at this game? And I like watch like an Overwatch coach, and he's like the friendliest dude, and he just talks about like, oh, like that shouldn't have happened that way, and he talks about like strategy and things like that. I like that. I don't need some brosif like yelling at a webcam.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But now they're doing Fortnite tutors.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like parents don't want their kids to fall behind, so they have
parents
like they're paying hundreds of dollars for their kids to not fall behind.
They have stream coaches too for like Twitch and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
So parents are into this now too, though. Like parents are like, oh, I don't want Billy to be rejected at school.
So I mean, yeah, schools are seeing it. Schools are setting up esport leagues.
Yeah.
Because they're starting to get that they can make money off of.
Sure.
Instead of like, because you don't have, not every kid wants to play football. So let's have them do an esports league. We'll compete against the school next door. I think in the next probably 5 to 10 years, it'll be like a Minnesota State high school sport.
Which is fine. I think that's great. That's fine with me. Like if it gives people that, like you said, like aren't into traditional sports, gives them things to do and like organize and like stay out of trouble or whatever. Let's do it.
And it's going to be in the Olympics too.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
That'll be sweet when
How
it's
long?
actually
How long?
probably 2024 something like that. It'll be. I think they could do summer and winter. Because kids it's in a room anyways. It doesn't matter where it is.
Yeah.
They could do different games for summer and winter.
They should make it more extreme.
There's actually talks about it?
Yeah.
They should make it more
I think they're
extreme.
saying like 2024. 2022. Paris 2024 is so Paris 2024. It's in talks to be included.
It'd be cool if they mixed in like actual sports with it. So like you run, a mile, and then you hop on a game of Overwatch or something. And
Like try
yeah.
athlon.
You see kids like actually die because they couldn't finish the mile.
Exactly.
Dude, Steve, we're gonna see you in the Olympics soon.
No, I'm too old for that, man. It's a young man's sport. I got no reactions left.
Oh, really? That's a thing.
So in Street Fighter, reactions are huge. Things happen at 60 frames a second.
Breakneck
or whatever.
That's slow.
So 60 frames per second is 1/60th of a second.
Yeah.
So the fastest moves come out in around 4 frames.
Yeah.
And so human reaction time is the fastest you're going to get is around 15 or a quarter of a second. And so you need to be able to react within 15 frames. So I'm old, washed up. Maybe I got 18, 19 frame reactions. And these young kids watching Ninja or whatever the fuck they're doing, they can react that fast. And that's it. It comes down to that level. There's a tournament that they do at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. That's EVO. It's on the biggest stage in the world, and it's on ESPN2. And those guys have been playing for 20 years religiously, 8 hours a day. So it's like part of their DNA.
Yep.
And to get to that level is just not in the cards.
Dude, this is so interesting. That the fact that you have like numbers to like what these athletes do, because like when we like watch football, he's like, oh, they ran a 4.240 or whatever. We have these numbers. The fact that you have numbers for esports is so cool to hear.
I just made everything up.
I just sold it.
Do they like drug test or anything for these events?
They do.
So, yes.
Yeah.
People were taking Adderall and shit at tournaments to give them heightened reaction. It's basically just a big caffeine boost. But, you'll see people pounding Red Bull before their matches.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Because Red Bull's a big sponsor, and they wouldn't like that if you couldn't.
but like a basketball player could crush a Red Bull before a game, too. It's not that crazy.
I think with or any physical stress, reactions matter. But it's more about how, it's your muscles and your strength and more that.
Yep.
And with a video game like Street Fighter, where one slow reaction or one thing you didn't read correctly from your opponent means you're out of the tournament and you're done.
Yeah.
And you're on your way home, makes a bit more of a difference to have that extra frame or be, of reaction speed.
I think on the opposite side of that, they don't necessarily frown on like marijuana use
in esports.
I don't think they do because it's going to slow your reaction time.
So it's more of a detriment.
Yeah, well, even like pro sports, they're starting to back off. Like if an NBA player tests positive for smoking weed, they get like a notice and they get to pay a little fine and they have to go on some rehab program. But they're not getting like kicked. They're not getting suspended anymore.
Yeah.
Baseball does the same thing. If they don't notice that it impacts your performance.
They're going through like rehab too, and now that medical marijuana is becoming more prevalent, like what are you gonna do? Like not let this dude take a medicine?
Yeah.
Right. So
that'll be soon. But I thought it was kind of interesting. Like esports, they get big on the uppers, not the downers.
They're all stoners in Street Fighter anyway, so there's no way they could regulate. There would be no one left to play.
God, we need to get to your topic of the day, but also this is so interesting. Traditional athletes, like they go to the gym if they want to get better, they want to get stronger. What do esports athletes do? So if you're talking about that reaction time, is there something I can do to become a better Overwatch player?
So taking your brain out of it is the biggest thing. So in In Street Fighter, there's practice mode where you can set the computer up to do whatever you want it to do, and then you just make whatever situation you want that is beating you into just muscle memory. So you know how to react whenever you're in the corner and they're jumping at you or whatever they're doing. You know exactly what to do, so you don't have to think about your reactions. When you have to think about your reactions, you slow way down. When it's just muscle memory, when it's twitch reflexes, you're golden.
So it's just repetition.
Repetition, putting yourself in different situations. So that's why the best players, they're in practice mode 4 or 5 hours a day, then they play 3 hours a day. So they're doing this 8 hours a day. Every situation becomes twitch muscle memory instead of, they don't have to think as much in different situations. And that's probably the best thing you could do. Even in Overwatch, knowing, where I am on the screen or this part of the map, this is what my opponents are likely to do, and being able to read their actions, that's probably going to be your best bet.
Okay. Go ahead.
Weighted gloves?
Really? So they're, are you joking?
No, he's full of shit.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm pretty sure they wear like weighted gloves that have like,
no.
So your fingers are getting faster and stronger. You take it off and you can go faster.
No way.
Yeah, like a training. You train with ankles around your waist, your wrists.
I still can't tell if you're serious.
No,
or
I'm
not.
pretty sure they
definitely not serious.
I'm pretty sure I know a little bit about esports.
Are there like suggested exercises that people can do though to kind of like keep their fingers loose and?
Yeah. What are some physical things? Because that's a lot of sort of internal and like mental things. What are some physical things you can do to become a better gamer?
So you definitely want and this is. Again, around Street Fighter, I don't know much about the other ones, but if you have a fight stick, you need to be able to use each one of your fingers independently. And so your ring finger, and they tend to be like bound together, and so people don't learn to differentiate or use them independently as well, because they're part of, I don't know, you're good with your pointer finger, you're good with your thumb, but the rest is you just kind of fucking whatever. They're just there to grab a baseball or whatever. So I think doing that. And getting good at using all of your fingers in concert with each other. So like a lot of musicians are very good at video games because they have they're able to use their fingers better. So stuff like that is probably good. There's different technique as far as pianoing is where you can hit a button very quickly in succession. There's little ways you can break the game in certain things, but it's a lot more technical.
Dude, that's so awesome. Yeah. God, I need to get a video game tutor.
Sounds like Steve's hiring. I mean,
I'm trash, but I know people.
Yeah.
If Dawson would get a PS4,
I have a PS4.
You should get some Street Fighter.
No, I don't want to make you feel bad.
Ooh.
Okay. Some guy rolling up that doesn't play. A casual.
While you guys are streaming.
Button match.
How'd this guy beat me?
Back!
If I were to buy a fight stick, which one would you recommend?
I think Razer makes some good fight sticks. Kanba. Dragon, that's like your Cadillac. It's about $350, but the thing's like 40. It's like huge. It's heavy. It's like 20 pounds.
Yeah.
But those are really rock solid. They have good buttons. Get sound with buttons.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all super interesting, and it also like helped me connect the dots as to why Koreans are so good at video games. Like you're saying, it's mostly mental and repetition, and just like knowing the Korean school system where they're good at taking tests because they just repeat what they need to know over and over and over and over, but they're not very good at thinking outside the box when it comes to like academia. And so to hear you say that, and that's why I think like even when you see them in like the Olympics, like Koreans are just smaller and like generally less athletic, but when it comes to like archery or things like that, when it's technique based, they're pretty good at that type of stuff.
Yeah, and in pressure situations, if you don't have to think, you're less likely to screw up.
Yeah.
So if you're a Korean dude and you're really good at turning everything into twitch muscle memory, and you don't think when you're up there on a stage in front of 10,000 people and there's cameras in your face, you're 2 steps ahead of the game.
Man, that is super interesting. Any other esports questions?
No, I'm good. I think we dove into that really deep.
Esporting it out. What is your topic of the day?
So I had a few. Dawson, I think, wants me to talk about dating because
let's do it.
I have a lot of weird
and
situations and stuff.
You don't have to divulge everything because I know a couple of the stories, and I don't know how deep you want to get because this is a
public podcast.
This is not for our own amusement. Yes, there are perhaps 6 people who may listen to this someday.
Yes,
up to
maybe. But people at work aren't so bad, but cool. Go ahead, dive into your the dating life of Steve.
The dating life or dating in general?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's do both. Are you dating right now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How How long has that relationship been going on?
There's a difference between dating and a relationship.
Right.
So I'm seeing a few different people.
Okay. Yep.
And I have been since I started dating. I was kind of a late bloomer. And once I kind of figured shit out, I just went nuts with the dating. And so I've always been very intrigued by it. And so I've dated a lot.
Yeah.
Pretty good on first dates due to that. And I don't get like, I think people get nervous on first dates, and that's never been my style. So I just seek it out. And I think it's interesting to me. So I've gotten into a lot of weird situations because of it. I think when I'm on a bad date, I want to follow it through because I know it's going to be a great story. And I'm kind of a bombastic person in general, and I'm like, how far can I drive them around?
Yes.
Because this is going to be awesome when I tell Dawson and Cam and my friends about it later. So I think they've heard a few of my stories.
You should share one. Where's one that like you were like, you got super creative about it, like. You went to the restroom. You're like, "Oh, this date sucks. Let me plot this out a little bit," and you just ran it to the ground.
It depends on how long of a story you want. So this one happened recently.
Ooh. How recently? Don't say that. That might give away too much information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my family, my grandfather he's an old Lutheran preacher, very conservative. My family is generally very conservative, and I'm liberal as can be. So my family, whenever we do family gatherings, they want to go to fucking Pizza Ranch because it's a Christian organization. So I have to go to fucking Pizza Ranch for whenever there's a birthday party. So it's Saturday. I'm at Pizza Ranch, stuffing my face with fried chicken, and I get a text message on my phone because I do a lot of the online dating. It's very easy for me to live in that world. So I get a text, and it's from a girl. She's like, let's hang out. Let's just hang out, right? Let's go get a drink. Okay. So I haven't showered that day because I'm going to Pizza Ranch. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I've been eating fried chicken all day. And she wants to hang out, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go. I'm going to get a margarita. I have no idea, no expectations. And we start drinking, and very shortly into this date, it's probably like 9 o'clock, I realize I'm going to have to shit. I'm going to have to blow up a toilet bad. This is going to be a mess. But I can't do this because we're at Up Down, which is a barcade here in town. And it's like, it's just a frat bar, basically. It's bros everywhere. There's shit all over the walls. So you can't go into the bathroom and just drop a deuce in there. You can't blow up that toilet because it's just not the right atmosphere for that. So,
and you're a gentleman.
And I'm a fucking gentleman. So the date's going well. And she's like, "What are you doing after Up Down?" I'm like, "Okay, well, this is great. Do you want to hang out at my place?" She's like, "We can do that." So we go back to my place. I make her a gin and tonic or whatever, and it's not like the shit went away.
Yeah.
So it's getting worse and worse, and the wheels are turning in my head like this is going to become a real issue very shortly. So things are progressing. I'm slowly getting more and more distracted because I have to shit. And I'm like, I can't shit before I realize I see the writing on the wall. I'm like, I'm going to get laid here. And I think if I drop the dirtiest shit, she's going to hear it all because I live in Uptown. It's an older building, an apartment, and the bathroom's right next to the living room. So I'm like, I can't do this before. She will run. She'll run and drive home.
Yes.
And she will hear it all. And I'll be in there screaming, I'm sorry, please, don't
just
listen.
shaving.
Turn on the music.
Shaving. I like blast the sink and stuff. So I hold off until I get laid. And
wow, you're a champ.
So it happens. And then I'm drunk, I'm full of Pizza Ranch, and then I'm like, I can't shit right after I have sex with this girl. I can't do that.
Yeah.
She'll think I'm a fraud, and she'll know exactly what's going on. She's gonna hear it when I'm in the toilet. You've seen Saving Private Ryan, right?
Yep.
You know the scene where the soldiers are coming onto the beach of Normandy, and there's just like German turrets firing into the water, like that's what it's gonna sound like when I unleash in this toilet.
No.
And she's gonna be screaming, and she's gonna call the cops.
Yeah.
Right? He's assaulting me with his ass, and so I'm
Get
like,
swatted.
yeah, I'm gonna get swatted. So it's like 3 a.m, and I'm like doing the calculations in my head. It's like the dude from Hangover when he's counting cards, all these calculations. I can make it till 7 a.m. and I can kick her out. I can make it.
No way.
I can hold off.
Way.
I got this. I'm a grown ass man. I got like 16 billion functioning neurons in my brain. If all of them are telling me not to shit, I could do this. So I don't. And I somehow fall asleep. And I feel like, okay, this can happen. She's asleep. And then, so you're in deep sleep and then there's REM sleep.
Yeah.
REM sleep is when you're dreaming. And so every time I would be in REM sleep, I would wake myself up in your dream. Normally you don't remember your dreams if you're completing your sleep cycle. So I would wake myself up, and what would wake me up is I would hear echoes of farting in my dream.
It's just calling you.
Yeah. And I would wake up and I would just be ripping tremendous ass. I would just be farting in this bed so hard. And you're like in this semi-dream state as you wake up, and then you have to immediately control your ass to be like, you can't fart. You can't do this.
Just having a heart-to-heart conversation with your beehole.
See, you just get it together, man. And so I stopped myself from farting, but it's really loud, and like I'm naked, I'm like facing away from her, so I'm like farting directly on her thigh, and I'm sure there's like impact because it's so hard. So I'm giving her basically a Charlie horse with my ass, and so I stopped myself from farting, and I'm like, God, I hope she's a deep sleeper. I really hope I just got to get through this. And so I go completely silent because I want to listen for some sort of rhythmic breathing, something to know she did not wake up, and I hear nothing. She's holding her breath. I'm sure her eyes were just wide open, unblinking, staring at the wall.
Just bloodshot eyes.
Just a single tear just down the cheek.
Not worth it. Oh, man. That is great.
Yeah. That happened probably 4 or 5 times throughout the night as I would, like, Steve, you got to get through this. And I would just, the same cycle repeats. REM sleep would happen. I would hear echoes of farting. And what I realized as soon as I went into REM sleep, it wasn't like I was just farting when I woke up. I was farting the entire time I was dreaming. Just constant barrage. Just slamming this girl, and now I'm sure she's a lesbian. Yeah, really.
Oh, man.
The real question is, did she get pink eye?
Yeah.
With that much fecal matter flying in the
She
air.
wanted to hang out like the next day. So I commend her, bless her soul.
Marry her.
Bless her soul. Yeah, I don't talk to her anymore. How could she put up with that? How dare she? Why didn't she say something? I want nothing to do with her anymore.
Yeah. At some
It's
point,
on
she
her
just got to be
now.
like, dude, go take your shit, man. I got you.
Have some self-respect.
Exactly.
Does Dawson know this person?
Nope.
No.
I want to hear her perspective. Like, yeah, man, I was just laying there just getting lit up like World War III, thinking, like, when can I get out of this fart oven?
You ever seen Saving Private Ryan?
She says the same thing. It was horrible. Another thing is, like, I have so much props for you for not shitting your pants.
Yeah, it was dicey.
I thought that was going.
Dicey.
I thought you were going to say you shit the
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah,
That's
I thought
what
so
I
too.
was
I
going.
thought so
Never shit the bed. No, I've never had that experience.
I
So,
think I would have.
thankfully, no.
Oh, yeah. There's no way I could control my... I'm not that big of a sensei, like a butthole sensei, where I can
seriously.
control my...
It wasn't the first time this has happened to me, so.
I probably,
what-
Go ahead.
What sort of butthole exercises do you do to have that much control?
Street Fighter.
It's
Weighted
butthole, fight or flight. It's survival instinct at that point. Yeah, it's primal.
That's
you can't teach it.
bananas.
Yeah.
It really shows who you are in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, man. I got
Yeah.
you level of respect, because there are times when I have to poop. It is so hard for me to hold it in. Like, I start physically sweating.
Oh yeah, I was there. I was there.
Oh my God.
It's like, when you hit, like, if you're running a marathon, they say like mile 22 or whatever, that's where you hit the wall. And after that, it's all mental. It's all mental, baby.
No, mine's rectum
Yeah,
strength.
people that run the marathon shit their pants.
Yeah, I mean, if you're running a marathon, you've earned it.
Yeah.
You remember a couple Olympics ago, speed walking? This one guy was. It's an event, and he shit his pants during the race, and it got so bad he like shoved a sponge in his shorts, and then he eventually just collapsed. He was like so dehydrated. There's just like a picture of him just laying on the pavement with just shit, just like running down his legs, just so sad.
Yeah, speed walking.
Yeah, speed walking.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I bet there's a market for that sponge. You
Yeah.
can sell that
Yes.
thing on
Oh, for
eBay.
sure.
There's someone who's like,
Yep.
own a piece of Olympic history.
I want to see that episode of Pawn Stars. Best I can do is a $2.
Dude, that's awesome. Wow, that is a great story.
Yeah, I have a lot of weird dating stories. I don't know. I don't know. What questions you guys have about dating?
I mean, I've been married for so long. I don't have questions. I know the nights we go out, we always get the barrage of like Steve stories. And it's always like, tell me, I don't know,
Dude.
Anything you want to share on that side, or I like when you send screenshots from your dating apps of like,
Nice.
what are you doing? I'm in my underwear eating fried chicken.
I've gone past the point of trying to impress anybody. That was actually the same girl I sent that to. It was the one who I almost shit my pants. That was the same girl. But yeah, I think people dating is really easy, and I think people build it up to be a very difficult thing. And if you're waste your time being nice or being like Prince Charming, people see through that shit. It's like Ninja the streamer. He's a fraudulent, cartoonish human being. You just gotta people like that sense of humor, that nonchalant attitude. So a girl, she's crazy, and she's texting me like about her psychic or shaman or whatever, and she says, "Do you think somewhere in the world there's someone doing the exact same thing that you are right at this moment?" I'm like, "You eating fried chicken in your underwear right now?" Because maybe we're doing the same thing. It's like way to blow up her whatever romantic conversation she was trying to start. But it's funny. It's fucking funny. And then I can send it to Dawson.
Yeah, it's the best.
And what did she say though?
She said she was eating ice cream in her underwear.
Oh,
Okay.
So it wasn't even like her being like, this guy's being a dick.
Yeah.
She played along. She liked it.
She was fine.
Yeah, her psychic was right. You were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Dude, that's awesome. Can I ask how many dates you go on an average week?
Maybe one or two.
Okay.
I don't know. I try to do that. I generally when I am in my periods where I want to date a lot, I'll be seeing 3 or so girls at a time anymore. It's hard to manage. But I'm not like incapable of a relationship. I'm not fundamentally that broken.
Yeah.
Maybe, but but no, I like to date and experience new things. And then you get the stories. Like I took this girl. This was months ago. Up Down, the barcade is right by my house, so I just take people there. Whatever. Nice. So we were at Up Down, and I'm sure the staff at Up Down was like, "This fucker again, with a different chick every time. What is he doing?" So I meet this girl at Up Down, and I just think she's a huge stoner. Like I can tell by her laugh, she's just like a stoner. It
sounds like Seth Rogen.
Yeah, she looked more like Seth Rogen than you would anticipate. But she doesn't look as much like her pictures. Her pictures are very cute. But whatever. I'm gonna have a good time. I don't give a shit.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna be my normal, funny self. And so she's laughing and shit. And eventually, I just have to ask her, "Are you just baked out of your mind? Are you just fucking stoned?"
Yeah.
She's like, No, I'm not. I'm like, wow, that laugh. Sounds like a stoner. She's like, yeah, I think it happened. I used to have seizures a lot.
Oh boy.
I'm like, oh God. Seizures. Okay. Yeah, but they took out 25% of my brain, and that cleared up the seizures. I'm like, wow. 25, like I give you $1, you give me 75 cents back. Like that's what we're talking about here. That's the type of brain surgery. And then I'm like trying to grab it or drink. Like, is your social worker here? Are you a vulnerable adult? Am I doing something I should not be doing because you're not playing? You're playing 25 cents short of $1. Can I see the scar? I don't. What do you do in that situation? So yeah, I got the hell out of there at that point.
Oh,
that was
you were
that was
legit rattled on that date.
That took me for a ride. Yeah, mentally, I thought I was in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like someone's gonna be like, you can't give her alcohol. Like, what is your alcohol tolerance if you got 75% in your brain?
Yeah.
Do you get drunk faster? Or I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
What happens if she drinks the wrong thing and now she's got seizures again? I got to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You brought her to an arcade where there's flashing lights.
Flashing lights. I know, like an epileptic's nightmare.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. This is cool because I'm historically not a dater, but when I do, I'm really bad. So it's cool to like learn. I need you to be my video
Dating
game coach and
Yeah.
dating coach.
How you be his life coach? Life coach.
Yeah.
Just be my dad. I want Steve to be my dad. Dude, so that was like one time it rattled you. But you're saying like, like when did you learn to like, when did you become this dater where you're like, I'm just going to be myself, talk shit, and like not really care about dates?
There was a girl I was chatting with, and I liked her. I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
And she's I was just being funny all the time. And she's like, "Do you think your sense of humor makes it so you can never connect with people?"
Ooh.
I'm like, fuck you, bitch. no, I didn't. But no, I'm a normal human, fully realized, actualized human. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah. All I do is try to be funny this whole time.
Oh wow.
And it's a big act. And I'm like, why not just rattle some of these chicks' cages?
Yeah.
And so ever since then, I'm just that like galvanizing moment. It kind of changed my perspective on the whole game. Where instead of approaching it as a like a courtship ritual,
Right.
You just go in there selfishly and try to have a fun time. And if they're gonna have fun with you, that's great. That means they're a cool person.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it takes one of those moments. I think it's also being like a late bloomer because I was a super late bloomer.
Yeah.
I kind of observed a lot
Cool.
of the whole like dating thing
Yeah.
and kind of formulated my own opinions on how it would work. And so I really wanted to be a part of it. So when I, bloomed or whatever, I just charged in.
Yeah.
Didn't give a shit.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I like that's cool, and it all makes sense. It's just like not something super crazy or profound. Of course, you want to be yourself.
Right.
But yeah, for me, it's just like I go into it. I'm just like trying
Job
to be
interview.
Yeah. That's I'm like, I gotta ask questions. I gotta be interesting, and I try to be a crowd pleaser and all of that. And it's just like to hear you say that, I'm like, yeah, that of course that makes sense.
Right. I mean, you got to go to your safe space. Mine is up down, right? Because if the date sucks, whatever, I got to play some fucking Street Fighter on their Street Fighter 2 cabinet and whatever.
Yeah. Do you buy when you go out?
Never.
Okay.
Never. How dare you? What, you broke? You pay for me. I got student loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my criteria.
And I always hesitate because that's how I feel too. I'm just like, it's 2018. Like they came here voluntarily, and it's not like date number 5 or like now it's time maybe to impress or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, I'm gonna take you to this like special place because like now we're onto something. And so like even like that first day, I'm just like, am I supposed to buy? And I just get in my own head. Mm-hmm. And so like, yeah, it's cool to hear you say like, no, I don't even think about it.
Yeah. No, they'll like sometimes a girl will try to cut you that side eye, like this dude gonna pay? Nope, not me. I will physically turn my chair away while they are presenting the tab.
Nice.
Grab mine, that's yours.
One for me, one for you.
Yep.
Oh man, that is great. Any other tips?
Huh?
Any other like baller tips?
Oh God, I'm not. I'm not doing it right because I'm not married. But so my philosophies with dating is there's 2 types of daters.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 types of people who go fishing. Some people they bait for a specific type of fish. I'm going walleye fishing, and then pull me up a fucking walleye. And then there's the hillbillies who chuck a stick of dynamite into a lake, and whatever floats up to the top, they just skim it off the top.
Nice.
Chuck it into a bucket.
Yep.
Chuck a stick of dynamite into the lake.
Really?
Whatever floats up.
You're telling me to be that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Get it.
I'm doing it all wrong, man.
Yeah. It's like like practicing, right? If you want to be a professional Street Fighter player, you got to put in 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Practice. You can't just show up on tournament day and expect to do well.
Yeah.
You got to put in that practice.
Man.
Practice.
We talking about
just
practice?
get them in there.
Got it. All right.
Get them in there.
I'll report back. Maybe one of these times I'll come shadow you How come? Take notes.
Oh man.
And we'll talk about it.
And it's all online now.
Yeah.
Online, so it's a different game. And I like it because I don't have time to awkward. First impressions suck. Trying to meet someone you don't know sucks.
Yeah.
So online it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
You know, you just set up some bullshit in your profile. I love to travel. No one really likes to, it's like people like to be at the destination, but no one likes to fly and plan and all that shit. But you say those things and you can start a conversation and realize if you're not be able to gel with someone or not. So I think online dating makes it a lot easier, at least for when you're old like me.
I love that.
I've never been on one of those apps because there wasn't. I've been in a relationship for so long.
Yeah.
Tinder wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do I miss? I don't know.
No, you didn't miss anything.
Not much besides farting in a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sounds awesome.
Oh man, that was so good.
I'm sure you do that all the time now that you're married.
Yeah.
So
now it's like you can't escape.
Right?
Put them covers over your head.
You Dutch oven it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Any other dating questions for Steve? Not that you guys need dating.
You've got the
help.
Steve stories out of the way.
Yeah. Can we loop back to pho being your favorite food before?
Oh, shit.
So we've been on for an hour already. It flew
Wow.
by, right?
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So before we begin to wrap up, why is pho your favorite food?
So it's not. That was the first one I thought of.
Well, you're an asshole.
Sounds to me like fried chicken might be your favorite.
Yeah, seriously.
I do eat a lot of fried chicken. My favorite food is probably like shawarma. It's like Middle
Nice.
Eastern, Indian food. I love biryani. It's great.
You said you have
Momos.
Pakistani in your fam?
Yeah, my grandma was born in Karachi.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how much of that are you
None
part
of
of?
it.
Oh,
None
really?
of it.
Okay.
Yeah. They came to Georgia, so I got fried chicken and Indian food. Right.
Nice.
So that was what I grew up on. That's what I love.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
That's
Nice.
sweet. Because I was gonna ask you about food and stuff like that. Because just I wish I was more into other authentic food.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty boring when it comes to food.
Really?
Yeah.
You're boring.
Yeah. You know about this guy's diet, Dawson's diet?
Is he on everything that's like brown and fried? What?
His is horrible.
I don't eat. That's what I mean. I'm so picky when it comes to food.
Really?
So yeah, Min likes to get more. I like American food.
American food.
I like American
Freedom
food.
fries.
Damn it.
Freedom fries and barbecue. That's me.
I love. Who don't love barbecue?
Yeah, but I
Yes.
would never eat pho.
You would never.
I would probably
eat
never
it.
try a shawarma.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know what the fuck a shawarma is, but it's not going to be.
It's got meat and carbs. It's fine.
Yeah, see, I don't know, but there's probably onion or
Oh, so you don't like flavor.
no.
Yes.
But
Thank
that's
you.
wrong. That's wrong because I do like flavor of
What
things
kind
that
of
I
You
like.
like
flavor?
barbecue
You need to
sauce.
take a trip to Flavortown, Dog.
Flavor
Yeah.
that-
You like
flavors that I
high
like.
fructose corn syrup.
No, I don't.
That's the only flavor you like.
I don't like that anymore.
Oh, you don't?
No. I try to cut that one specifically.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, fuck. According to Dean, I'm the heavy-set man, so I love me some high fructose.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
So no, that's just me. I just got back from Atlanta, and I was at a restaurant called The Vortex. Amazing food, and they had the specialty burger called the coronary bypass, and they had a double coronary and a triple and a quadruple. And I want to say the quadruple was about 10,000 calories.
See?
I didn't eat it, obviously.
What did you have that was so good?
I had a burger that had bacon,
Mm-hmm.
He had the heart transplant.
pulled pork, and spicy teriyaki sauce. So take that.
Was there anything that would have normally come on it that you requested that they?
Oh yeah, garden. So bacon or not bacon. Lettuce.
Even bacon
garden.
is too green for this dude.
No, fuck that. I don't eat turkey bacon. I eat bacon. They had lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles. I said just leave that in the back. Just don't bring that out here.
Just don't leave it. I don't even want it on.
No,
I don't
I don't
wanna
want it
see
on
it.
other people's.
I get mad when they bring.
Throw it away.
I get mad when I would say no pickle and they still put the pickle on the plate, and I'm like, that's gonna wreck. I'm not eating anything in that area that touched the pickle because it's disgusting.
Wow.
I don't like the vinegary taste. I don't.
Oh,
chance.
Dawson.
You don't know this side of him.
No. I thought
horrible.
I assume people are adventurous. What about sushi, Dawson?
Oh man.
you kidding?
Yeah.
No.
What
Plain.
about pizza rolls?
Pizza rolls? Only when I'm in the middle of my 8-hour sesh on Twitch. Make sure you follow, hit the subscribe button. Here's my YouTube channels.
What's one thing you won't eat, Steve?
Oh, olives.
Wow.
I don't do olives.
We got some. We got some in the studio.
I've seen them.
You and Dawson should eat these together right now.
The brine
happen.
tastes like
Please.
in the 10 seconds before you're about to throw up, there's that brine stomach acid taste.
Sure.
That's what olives remind me of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but you'll do it pretty much anything else.
I don't. There's a lot of shit out there. I ain't eating bugs. I ain't eating slimes.
Sure.
So slimes being like snails and shit. I've tried oysters and whatever. Not a big fan. But I mean, I'll try shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, I'm not about eating a scorpion.
I stand down.
I had scorpion once.
No chance.
You had a scorpion?
Yeah.
It was deep fried, so it didn't taste like anything.
It just tastes like whatever they
you just
fried
have to
it in?
get over the mental part of it. And just,
So then, I don't know. How does that work? Like, if it doesn't taste like anything, what is the point?
Yeah, exactly. So that's my biggest argument
do
with
people
like lettuce.
normally eat scorpion?
That's my same thing. It's like my same argument. Dean won't eat a scorpion again because it doesn't have any flavor. I'm not going to eat lettuce because I'm not going to waste my time on that shit.
That's fine.
Get that
Eat an onion.
grass out of there.
Eat a tomato.
No, yuck.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't like it.
But Steve, I don't get the impression that you're afraid of foods.
No, and it's not like Dawson where I have an aversion unless, it's been from Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is like the entirety of Dawson's culinary
They do have amazing
horizon.
toast. Toast is so good.
And all they make is toasted chicken strips.
Do you
and
even
fries.
like the cane sauce?
Even when you go to Cane's, it's the toast that gets you.
Their toast is great. I mean, the chicken's great, but I will. So as odd as it is, I will eat the cane sauce.
Yes.
Even though I know it's probably made of ketchup and whatever. I can get my
Oh,
mind.
you don't even do ketchup?
No chance. Ketchup will make me physically sick.
No, it won't.
It will. The smell of it.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
The smell.
No, it won't.
There was a time at work.
You're mentally ill, is what
Yes,
that is.
I do. Yes, it's probably CTE. There was a time at work when a guy came over to my desk and had one of those big, paper cups of ketchup, and he's like, "Hey, Dawson, check this out," and just dropped it right on my desk. And I'm like, "You have 15 seconds to clear that off my desk, or you're going out the window." And I am not kidding you.
Damn, why would he do that?
Because he knew it was going to drive me bonkers. I was irate. I was so pissed. I'm like, dude, no joke. You have 15 seconds to get that off my desk. Because he just squirted it on my desk.
Yeah.
I've had times where people throw ketchup packets at me, but
that's fine.
it's in a packet.
I'll just put it away. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, he knew because it was one of those things. I got pissed because we went to lunch and there was ketchup on my burger, and I'm like, please take this back.
Yeah.
I will not eat that. And that's kind of sparked the whole thing of
what? Do you remember when they had the different colored ketchup, like the green or the?
Oh yeah.
That stuff was nasty.
Yeah.
That threw me off. Like putting purple ketchup on a burger.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do that. But I mean, I'm not a
weirdo.
Yeah.
But if you had to, you could. You could do that.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
You'd be okay.
It's so wrong.
I don't want to put
It's
purple ketchup on my burger.
Yeah.
Uncanny Valley type shit.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of ketchup, but probably not.
Steve. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go. It's your show.
No, you say it.
I was gonna say, I don't know. Are we going to the other topic too?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you had a different topic that I didn't really know that much about.
So this is something that fascinates me is internet counterculture, and we touched a little bit on it.
Okay.
But do you guys know what bronies or furries are?
Mm-mm.
So,
yes, I do.
I
too.
don't.
I do too.
Dawson, can you give a 10-second, or do you want me to? tell you
So I
what
mean,
bronies are?
your bronies are adult men who are obsessed with My Little Pony,
Which is a children's 2-year-old, 3-year-old show.
to the point where they'll get tattoos and they'll make
That's a thing.
fan art, and they'll dress up as them
And they'll fuck each other.
They'll fuck each other in same thing with
Pony
a furry.
outfits.
Somebody's gonna wear a big bear costume or a big dog, or they'll go to conventions
And then they'll fuck each other.
They fuck each other.
And so it's like Sonic the Hedgehog banging the hell out of Tony the Tiger. Just going ham on it.
It's
Just
all
slapping them
dudes?
cheeks.
No, there's chicks too.
But majority.
Yeah, guys are the only ones who really get that weird. So it's crazy to me, the desire for this. So
Yes.
I watched documentaries and shit on these people, and they're psycho. So bronies are the pedophile versions of furries.
Yes.
Because the ponies themselves are children, but they have dolls and stuff that they'll cut a hole in the ass of their pony doll and they'll fuck it at night or something.
What?
And they'll be in relationships with their slapdash or whatever the fuck the ponies' names are. And then Rick and Morty fans,
Ooh, got 'em.
they feel that My Little Pony has this grand overarching story, this hidden meaning to everything behind it. just like Rick and Morty fans feel like it's just a fucking show. But to the point where there's this clip I was watching. There was a Brony, and I'm sure they look like they smell bad. You know, in his trench coat and his fedora with his neck beard. And I'm sure he's got like an anime shirt on. And he's talking to some of the writers of My Little Pony at a convention. And there's a bunch of like 5-year-olds next to him. And he goes up in front, and his question is, and there's, I don't know, Mayor, whatever the evil character is. He's like, so the mayor is the evil character in My Little Pony, and I was watching the episodes, and I feel like what you're trying to say is that the mayor is a molester of these ponies, and the writer's like, no. What the fuck are you talking about, man? There's kids. Why do you think this guy's That's like his deep, dark desire.
Yeah.
And he's like spewing this shit in front of these kids, and their parents are trying to cover their ears because they don't want them to hear about like this dude's twisted pony fantasy.
Yes.
And this is a thing. They are everywhere.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean,
there's a lot of them.
And we can't. There's no way of telling that they're this type of person.
So you can tell furries.
Ooh.
Because they will have little like tails they will attach to the back of their pants,
like on their like like belt buckle type thing.
Yeah, on the back part of the belt loop.
Yep.
Part of the pants, and they'll walk around with it. And then you'll see people wearing like My Little Pony shirts, or they'll have these avatars of their fursona.
Yeah.
Like your persona, but you're a wolf with a 12-inch dick, whatever. And they'll make shirts of it, and they'll wear it around. Like they want this. This is what they want.
This is prevalent. If I went to Target, what do you think the odds are of me running into one of these people?
1 in 100.
Okay.
1 in 100 visits to Target.
Yes, I'll run into one of them.
Like me, that will be out there.
Yeah.
When Dawson and I, we used to work together. We worked in a mall together. That's how we met. And I would notice this group of the smelliest white kids walking through, and they would all have tails on themselves, and they'd be wearing their little fedoras and shit. And that's what kind of got me interested. Like, what the fuck are these kids doing?
Yeah.
Why do they smell so bad? Why do they have tails? What's going on here?
Yeah.
So I started looking into this, and they fucking love it. And the internet was a mistake. Without the internet, they can't coalesce like this and find each other. And so then they think, oh, maybe I'm just weird. There's no one else like me. I'll get therapy. But now they like live in this echo chamber where it's just getting weirder and weirder. And they get together in these conventions. One of our other friends went to Pittsburgh with his dad, and there was like the biggest furry convention in the country. There's like 10,000 furries at this place, and they're like doing dances for children because kids don't know anybody. I think it's Mickey Mouse or some shit.
No.
And they don't realize that these guys are giving each other's hand jobs in the bathroom in their furry outfits.
That's what I wanted to ask. So this is primarily like a sexual thing.
They'll try to tell you it's not.
Yeah.
But that it is. It definitely is. Yeah.
How are there so many like people like this though? So it's just like, we all have sex drive, obviously.
Right.
Well, most of us all have sex drive. But what triggers someone to go down that avenue to release that sexual energy?
I think part of it is finding acceptance into that community. Because, I mean, if you find another dude willing to dress up like Crash Bandicoot and slap them cheeks,
yeah,
you're gonna be like, all right, dude, you win.
Yeah.
Because you're not picking and choosing. The bar is not high. It's whoever can put the suit on,
So you think it's sexual acceptance that is the main driving force?
It's being accepted into a community.
Yep.
And then over time, I think it just turns into something that's normal for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
That does make a lot of sense. And I'm like, for me, as weird as it is, I'm like, cool. Do you, if it's not harming anything and it's like not negative, it doesn't have a negative impact on you, do it, whatever. But if it is sort of having like this weird side effect, what is the cause, so you can begin to think of the remedies? And so it's sort of sexual acceptance, you think?
I think to me, it's just so weird out there. it fascinates me.
Yeah.
I have no opinion on them.
Right.
I think they'd probably be pissed off at me if they heard what I thought. Like, just I view them as a sideshow.
Yeah.
I don't take them seriously. I think there's like definitely a dark side to it though. Right?
That's what I'm curious about.
Like there's like dudes who've been arrested because they'll run into a farmer's field and fuck the horses or something, you know?
That's what I mean.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure the horse doesn't really know what's going on, but it's still not cool.
Yes.
So like that dark side of it, I think is weird.
Okay. Cool. That's super interesting because I was just thinking, like, like sexuality in society isn't the most open, and so I'm wondering, like, because of that structure, are we pushing people to these fringes, and now they have to find stuff like that?
You're probably right.
Yeah.
And when you're on Reddit, there's a subreddit for everything, right? So you're gonna find people who are into whatever kink you're into, and you just get weirder and weirder about it over time.
Oh yeah.
I know what I'm Googling when I get home.
Watch some documentaries.
Yeah.
What's a good one?
I don't know any of
There's
the
Are they on like, Netflix and
There's
stuff?
some stuff on. I think there's some stuff on Netflix. Like there's some really good ones on LARPers.
Okay.
Which is live action role players.
Yes.
So hilarious. Fucking love them.
That one I do know.
There's a documentary called Bronies, the extreme unexpected adult fans of My Little Pony.
All right.
Yeah.
Netflix or no?
I don't know. I don't see that.
But I'll look that one up. Yeah. Man, that's interesting. Any last words, Steve?
Oh shit! You're gonna take me out back and shoot me, huh? No. Thanks for having me. This was cool,
dude. That was awesome. That was super good. I've been trying more and more to talk less on these shows, and you were so good. That story was super great. You're gonna have to come back on for sure.
All right, let's do it tomorrow.
Yes, everyone come back tomorrow. Share more of those dating stories. I'm sure you have. A few more lined
plenty.
Up. Yeah,
I got plenty, but some of them you can't. Well, it'll be another down the road type of story.
Yeah.
The misadventures of Steve.
God, that's going to be awesome. Cool, man. Well, thank you again. Dawson, hit it.
Before we go out, make sure you go and you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It should be all the same, Quality Under Pressure, or our Twitter is QUP Podcast. Hit us up.
Oh, fun.
It told you.
That was great.